like tightly contested games, yesterday wasn't your day, but if you like high-scoring affairs, you certainly were not disappointed with Championship Sunday. TB12 Matty Ice are headed to the Super Bowl in Houston. Welcome into First Take, full house, just like I like it. Stephen A. Smith, Donovan McNabb, Max Kellerman, I'm Molly Karam. How we feeling, fellas? It's a rough one for you, huh?
Can we just go?
It's a rough one.
It would have been nice to have more competitive games.
Can we just get started? Can we do that, please?
I'd like to
Can we do that,
discuss who
please?
picked
Don't mess
both
with me right
games
there. Don't
right.
mess with me, Donovan.
We don't have to. Yeah.
What?
I got them both right.
Yeah. Let's get into it.
Oh, you're so happy.
Donovan.
You're so happy.
Donovan, so good to see you.
Was that the case with the Giants a couple of weeks ago? No. Calm the brakes.
Why you got to go there?
Why you got to go there? What you defending him
He's
for?
such a hater. He had to bring up the
you know, I like the Jumbo Max more than anything, but the Giants been over.
On the task at hand, Stephen A.
Hey.
Now the Steelers.
Things like your Steelers.
Yeah.
We pick it up with the nightcap in Foxborough. It is off season. Oh, maybe you could shoot some Facebook Lives. It was another day in the office for the New England Patriots, dominating the Steelers in the AFC Championship. Pittsburgh did lose Le'Veon Bell in the second quarter. Huge blow, of course. The New England Patriots will make their 9th Super Bowl appearance, most all time. Stephen A., I know this one's personal for you. Was this more about good Pats or bad Steelers?
It was more about bad Steelers. I don't care what anybody says. We know the greatness of Brady. We knew the greatness of Brady coming into this game. But anytime some dude named Chris Hogan, who can ball, but anytime some dude named Chris Hogan is made to look like the second coming of Jerry Rice or Julio Jones, since they had identical stats, whatever you want to call it, something is wrong with this picture. Now listen, I am not in a very good mood, I will confess, okay? I'm a bit emotional right now because I'm a Steelers fan, and I'm very, very disgusted by what I saw because, my God, I mean, watching the Steelers play yesterday, it was more predictable than Max Kellerman wearing one of them damn vests, okay? It just bothers me. It just bothers me to no end. How in God's name do you play against Tom Brady and you don't blitz? You send a 3-man rush. This brother stepping back in the pocket, D-Nab. He's sitting up there calling Giselle, telling them that I'm going to see you after which restaurant we going to, calling his family, blowing kisses to his lover. This is before he threw a damn pass. This is what he was doing in the pocket. Pass after pass after pass. 32 for 42, no pressure whatsoever. Predictable zone defenses. And again, Hogan, whether it's LeGarrette Blount, of course, Edelman. I mean, you got to be kidding me. How do you not put any pressure on this man? And then offensively, that damn Todd Haley. That damn Todd Haley. It's first and goal at the 1-foot line. You call two predictable running plays. And then you got Ben Roethlisberger. You don't put the ball in his hands until third down. And he throws some pass in the flat to Eli Rogers. That wasn't going to get into the end zone anyway. I'm talking about 2 running plays for -4 yards. So again, it breaks my heart to say this because if I'm going to point to Keith Butler, the defensive coordinator, I'm going to point to Todd Haley, the offensive coordinator. How can I let Mike Tomlin off the hook? You are the head coach. Come up with something different. Throw a monkey wrench in a plan. Try a surprise. Something. And I mean just nothing. The Steelers stunk up the joint. I am sick and tired of watching this team, the way that they are defensively. They need to return to the steel curtain. I don't know how they're going to do it, but damn it, figure out a way. I'm just disgusted
You would not
right now.
know that his team just got to the AFC Championship game. Here's the thing. Look, I picked the Pats to win, and I did that after it came out that the Steelers had the flu and then the Antonio Brown Facebook stuff and all that stuff, but that's not what determined this game. On top of everything else, as great as Mike Tomlin is and as great as Roethlisberger is, Belichick and Brady are greater. That's why, as great as the Pittsburgh organization has been and franchise has been in recent years, they are, the Pats are on a different level. There are levels to this. Even among Hall of Famers, there are tiers. And Belichick and Brady are on the uppermost tier Hall of Fame caliber talent, and ability. If you look at this game, and I'm not saying the Steelers were good. Of course, Le'Veon Bell goes out with 6 rushes for 20 yards, and now he's not playing anymore. Groin injury. That's going to hurt you. I'm not saying it's good Steelers. But look at the Pats' run defense. Look at the 5 catch passer sets that they were running that turns Hogan into a star, right? I mean, That's why Hogan looks like a star. You got too many options all over the field, and Brady playing still on an incredibly elite level. That's great Patriots. Even there was one kick return that got brought to the 30 or 31, and I thought to myself, that's the first time I've seen this year that I could remember off the top of my head any kick returner getting it past the 25-yard line against the Patriots in every phase of the game, because they have the greatest coach who's ever lived. They are better prepared than the other team. Offense, defense, special teams, they always have it together.
Hold on
Hold
for a second. Could y'all turn down the heat, please? It's hot here.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm complaining.
It's only going to get
hotter. Good mood. It's hot.
Is it hot or your body temperature?
Can we get some AC in here? That's all I'm trying to say.
That was a hot take, Stephen. It had nothing to do with the temperature.
No, hell no, it's hot.
I'm actually feeling pretty cool right now.
That's a lie. That's a lie. You're just messing with me. But go ahead.
I just want to repeat my point one more time, excuse me, that there was no Rob Gronkowski. And so many people said they wouldn't get there.
But see, this is the thing about with Rob Gronkowski. I think without Rob Gronkowski, now you have to spread the ball around and get everybody involved. Now, Chris Hogan may not be a household name, but he's a guy that runs great routes and he catches the football. Julian Edelman is the same thing. I think for what we've seen, they are the Hoosiers of basketball. The New England Patriots is that basketball team that comes in, they're back screening, they're cutting back door, they're getting easy layups, they're talking on defense. They allow you to mess up on your own. And I think if you look at the games that they've played, I don't think that they should have beat the Houston Texans, but the Houston Texans allowed them to win because of the mistakes that Brock Osweiler made. And on defense, after being out there for so long, they gave them opportunities in the passing game. Same with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The thing that the New England Patriots thrive off of is they allow you to lose the game. Ben Roethlisberger hasn't been playing well throughout this whole playoffs. Le'Veon Bell has been the guy that's been leading the charge. It hasn't been Antonio Brown and his remarkable catches that we've seen over the last couple of weeks. It's the fact that the Pittsburgh Steelers aren't the same offense that we've seen during the regular season. They were a different team. And defensively, what they did was they got healthier and they started tackling better. They're not a...
The thing is, though, Donovan, you say, like, Houston should have beaten them. And Brady had a bad game against Houston by his standards. He hung 30-plus on the best defense in football.
Well, yeah, you're hitting 30-plus on them with Brock Osweiler turning the football over and giving you great field position.
Think about it. They just smoked two teams on the way to the Super Bowl.
But think of the mistakes that the Houston Texans made. The Houston Texans turned the football over, throwing the football, and then the New England Patriots turned it over with Deion Lewis coughing it up on the return.
But
they still found ways to win.
Andy Reid and Donovan McNabb, that's a great coach and a great quarterback. Ben Roethlisberger and Mike Tomlin, they're great. And you know why we lost? Due respect, you lost because there are levels, and the combination of Belichick and Brady is different from everybody else.
No, there weren't. We should have beat the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl.
Everyone should have, could have.
But we turned the football over. We turned the football over and gave them more and more opportunities. And the same goes to this Super Bowl. If the Atlanta Falcons can go into this game and play the way they played against Green Bay, they win this game by 10 or more points. Because they are not as talented as we think they are defensively. Because in the secondary, yeah, we can put Malcolm Butler out there for what he's done since the Super Bowl. But do you really think Malcolm Butler can stop Julio Jones one-on-one? Absolutely not.
No one can stop Julio Jones one-on-one.
Thank you. If you can't stop Julio Jones, so who's going to stop Gabriel? Who's going to stop Sanu? Who's going to stop Coleman? Who's going to stop Freeman? If this offense can be efficient for what we've seen and not turn the football over, something the Pittsburgh Steelers weren't able to do, because if they catch the ball in the end zone by the tight end, if they catch the deep ball with Coates, now all of a sudden it's a different ball game.
Deep ball with Coates, Hamilton dropped the touchdown pass. There's no question about that.
And then
one time he caught the damn pass, but he had ran out of bounds first and then came back in bounds. So he didn't know the rules. I mean, did you know?
That air conditioner's going. You feel that air conditioner?
On a Belichick team, by the way.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying, I'm thinking about it. Look, man, it's not that the Steelers lost. It would have hurt me. It's the fashion in which they lost. They went down like a bunch of weaklings, man. And I'm thinking about Big Ben Roethlisberger, and you're talking about a two-time Super Bowl champion that in some people's eyes obviously was mentioned to some degree in that upper tier and what have you, because we know he's going to be a Hall of Famer. You just expect more. Todd Haley not calling his number. I thought that was indictment. Then obviously Le'Veon Bell goes down. D'Angelo Williams can only do but so much. You're looking at this receiver. Antonio Brown was double covered all day long in key situations. And you just look at the Steelers and you just said, there's nothing surprising here.
They couldn't run the ball.
You knew what they were coming at you with, and you could do nothing.
They couldn't get the ball on that defense.
Well, you can't do anything. And then also everyone's looking at, well, what can Mike Tomlin change? They're a 3-4 defense. They're 3-4 cover 3. That means that there are holes that you can run and also throw the football. They can't change. In 2004, we played Bill Belichick. He changed from a 3-4 to a 4-3. The Pittsburgh Steelers can't do that. They don't have the personnel to change from a 3-4 to
You know what you
4-3.
could have done, in my opinion? You know what you could have done? You could have put a hat on Tom Brady early to make him feel you.
Well, how will you do that?
Let me finish. I know that you're going to pay a price because he's Tom Brady. But if you're soft enough, I mean, when you look at what you got, that might have been your only hope.
Perfect segue, Stephen A.